Well, hello there. I'm John, and I'm a bit of a gamer, and I've been meaning to get together some gaming videos slash streams slash whatever for a while now. Um, Only recently really had the decent microphone required in order to make all of this work, so that's why I'm kind of late to the party where everyone else seems to be making video game let's plays and stuff these days. Um, but yeah, so I just figured frequently play Succession games with my friend Doug from back in the old country, and I figured he'd get a kick out of seeing and laughing at me having another run at the game. So yeah, I was thinking about just having a short playthrough of some Crusader Kings, see what's going on, see if this is a working medium that I could play with. Yeah. So let's just jump in, right? So, I mean, in general, I like to start in the early Middle Ages just because it gives you so much longer run. But the problem is, to be honest with you, I very rarely play longer than sort of 100 to 200 years worth of backstory and all this stuff. So it seems to me like it just makes more sense to play a little bit later in where the rules are a little bit more elaborate. So I've been thinking about playing a slightly more modern, he said, in kind of very sarcastically terms. Yeah, so what would be a good area to start? You know, I've had the India expansion for a while now, and I've never actually played there. So there's going to be a whole bunch of new rules to figure out, but I think it would actually be quite fun to give it a try. So I think I'm going to give this one a crack. Vengi sounds good, but maybe I'm just mentally associating it with vengeance and thinking about how much better it is the more Casus Belli you can get in this game. I like starting in the middle of everything so that you've got a little bit more action going on. Because in an area like this, where the duchy is kind of large, you're inevitably going to be getting into lots of little scrappy wars. What's this area like? All under one duke is kind of appealing because this means that you'll be fighting for the adjacent duchies. Is this all under one kingdom? That guy isn't in a kingdom, but fighting these guys is going to be painful. It'll be quite fun to build out this way, though. Okay, I think I'm going to try out Saryupara. I'm a fan of getting achievements, so I will not be ruler designing or playing with any of the easy mode stuff. I'm going to turn off Aztec Invasion just because it's crazy. I'm going to assume you can't Iron Man with Mongols off. Yeah, let's go with delayed Mongol invasion just because I don't want to like start the game and immediately get curb stomped. Yeah, let's try. Let's kick this guy off. So, any interesting rules? Can hold tribal and castle holdings. That's interesting. Can build. Rulers can raid infidel neighbors for loot is kind of neat, except I'm assuming that in this area it's all going to be the same religion. Up to 3 concubines. That's nice for like long-running dynasties. I am playing an 80-year-old man who at least has reasonable air. That's a bit of a relief. Let's see. Stat line, kind of meh. High in learning. Vaishnavist I've never seen before. That's neat. Kshatriya. Interesting. Patient, arbitrary, temperate, lustful. How can you play a lustful character with only one heir? And no wife, ever. That's bizarre. In any case, let's find a wife just to get our stat boosts. Yeah, because gold diggers aren't a thing. Okay, let's go for it though. Her stat lines are really good, at least for diplomacy and martial, which is what I'm interested in. So let's give that one a go. My heir, sadly, is almost certainly going to be taking over within a short period of time. What are the succession rules like? Magnetic Gavelkind. Okay, at least only one heir makes that reasonable. Get a court physician. I'm unmarried, but that should be dealt with shortly. My heir, who is So, I had a kid when I was 63, 64. Bruh. Well played. So generally speaking, when I'm looking for spouses, I tend to look for stewardship as like the high thing to be getting. And I'm just not being particularly impressed by any of the offerings, so if any of these were lustful, maybe I'd think about it. The Grey Eminence is pretty nice, but let's see if we can't get some debutantes in. See, that's a reasonable stat line. I like that stat line. The chest kind of worries me a little bit, but we'll see what we can do. Would you like to marry my son? Is all I'm putting it out there. He's not my son. Probably appropriate age though. You there. Get married to the girl with the good stat line that I just introduced. Go. I don't lose anything out of this. Pretty good money. Ridiculously good prestige. Huh. I reckon we'll probably want to do early game development. Let's rather go for the cash. Title actions. Okay, so our capital at the moment is here, which has a barony, a city, and 2 temples, which is pretty good. Even the places that have 4 spots don't have anything else built out there, so I think that this is probably a very good place to be our capital, so good thing it's there. Let's set up our crown focus. And character focus for this guy. As I was saying, I mean, his stewardship is a little on the low side. Reasonably speaking, if we're going to consider attacking people, especially going out this way, we're sitting on 3,500 men. This guy's got about 4,500. We should really do some more martial focus. So I'm just going to build this out as a war-focused character. For an ambition. So if I live another 5 years, see the realm prosper is actually really good just to see realm prosperity boosted. So I'm going to give that one a go. I doubt I'll live that long, but you know, just in case I do. Yeah, court position options. We've got some options already in the court. This guy seems pretty good. 21 is a decent stat line for loan. In the event that I die, or in the event that I become incapacitated, the person who I want as my regent is someone who I trust, who has decent stat lines. This guy looks pretty solid. I like him. He's cynical, but quick. Okay, you're gonna be my regent. Most people around here seem to like us, except this guy who, you know, doesn't. Is he on my council? No, he isn't. Okay. Wow. Lots of powerful vassals. Given, as far as I can see, I own all the land in my duchy, these must be guys who, like, temple owners and mayors and stuff. Huh. Interesting. Hold the tiger hunt. Let's see. Speaking of which, shall we go and start fabricating claims? So you are under a liege who would kick my ass. You are not under a liege, but you can probably just kick my ass. Although that domain size is a little crazy. I could possibly beat in a war. Domain size is reasonable. Okay, so I'm going to start fabricating a claim against you. Start training troops in my capital, getting taxes in the same place. Normally studying technology is best done in Constantinople, but it's so far away that I can't really, which means I need to figure out a better place to go and nick technology. But before I start doing that, I'm probably just going to do a spy network locally, and privilege installations in this place with 2 temples, and it should help. Let's just get things kicked off, and we'll see how it goes from there. Okay, people should get married, that's good. I'm just going to assume we can't like arbitrarily declare war. I see. So karma instead of piety is an interesting option. if you declare a war and... Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay. This is the guy I'm kind of interested in fighting because I actually have, like, the people required to do it. I don't have the karma required, and I'm not keen to go into, like, full-on evil mode. His air is also pretty decently statted, so an assassination is probably not the greatest idea. Let's just let the realm succeed for a little bit. While it's on my mind, also... Did I not organize a arranged marriage for him? She's lowborn. Which that line's kind of okay, but nah. I'm pretty sure I was organizing... Oh no, I did organize a wife for him. Oh, this is my commander. And he's part of my dynasty. He's not part of my dynasty, then he does not get a wife. Why are you trying to marry into my people so much? I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of weird. And Hamavati. Hamavati is provisionally part of my dynasty. No, I don't want to lose people out of my dynasty to other families. I think we're good. Okay, so this place seems to be as upgraded as it's gonna get. Like, all of my holdings seem to be either really expensive to upgrade, or the upgrades are done. War elephant pens. Friggin' awesome. So I've got loads of soldiers. 2.5 hour. Compared to this guy's 3.5 hour. Okay, never mind. I mean, I can get up to 4 if I bring in vassals. So let's just take a quick look here. If we summon out our military, what kind of... So it's mostly going to be heavy infantry with a smattering, well, with a bit more light cav and light infantry. So heavy foot is key, I guess. Ah, kitty! Who doesn't love a pet cat? I think I'll take the odds over here. Otherwise, there's a chance that I'm going to get stressed one way or the other. And there's a chance that people are just going to get pissed off with me. So I'll just take the stressed gamble. Bruh. That is impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong. The lustful thing kind of makes sense here. Yay, friends with my marshal. My castle doesn't have any loyalists, which is a bit sad, but we do have pragmatists in the Senates, which is pretty good. So this guy is Daman. Okay. So this is trade money for karma? I don't be that guy. Yeah, I mean my karma's low and you kind of need it in order to declare war, so I'm happy to throw some money at that. I been recording for? About 15 minutes. Okay. Sexism! I tend to let female thieves and bandits get away with lighter sentences than men. I might condemn a woman to a few months in prison, and the man might get one of his hands chopped off. Hamavati, my courtier, reacts to me in an arbitrary way when she says it's how it should be. Interesting. She seems upset that I am arbitrary. I guess. Kinda. Okay, I now have a second son, and this is a really bad thing. Only the strong survive, I say, because frankly, given Gavelkin's succession and given the pain in the butt that it would be to lose half the stuff, chances are I'm gonna have to do one of those things that, you know, only really happens in CK2. Look, my heir, I am not saying that you should be doing something about this. I'm just going to put it out there that if something tragic were to happen to your younger brother, like, it would make the lines of succession really simple. All I'm saying. All I'm saying. It would be a real tragedy. The lines of succession resulted in a simpler handover of power. Yeah, that makes sense. Now known as the old, because at this point in like history, turning 80 years old is like a notable thing. So I'm tempted to throw some money at a barracks, just because it'll get me more heavy infantry, which is good quality stuff, and obviously I can lead them well. But also just because there's so many multipliers and levy size that it should actually amount to a fair bit more than the 65 listed over there. That said, it's a large chunk of what I currently have. Militia training grounds give me more light infantry, a lot of infantry, but it kind of gives you those inflated numbers that makes you think that you have a bigger army or a stronger army than you really have. I think I'm going to go with the barracks. Ooh. Why does everyone want to marry into my... No! Back off, she is going to die alone and unloved. So what are the odds of actually getting this? 6% claim fabrication chance. Is there someone with better diplomacy in the house? Guys, come on, you can do better than this. Is it a time-based thing? It'd be nice if people would like us, but you know. What I was looking to invite nobles to my court in the hopes that they have decent diplomacy. What the hell, bro? What the hell? Sigh. That little kingdom down there wants an alliance. They're not on my to-kill list for at least the next couple of generations, so yeah, well, why not have an alliance? In that case, I could probably actually declare war on him, pull in my ally, and have a decent chance of succeeding. So just take a look how strong this ally of mine is. He's reasonably strong. And he kinda likes me. Okay, so let me throw some money at this guy. Oh my goodness! That is a lot of money. Maybe I can educate a child to make him happy with me? No? Alright. Is there anything I can do to make you happy with me? Nope. Just based on traits, state diplomacy, prestige, marriage ties. Oh, you're making oodles of money. Yeah, let's just give this a try. It's better to have something interesting to show on camera than not, right? Oh, they won't let you unless you have the appropriate amount of karma. Never mind then. Let's go with some falconry. Yay! I'm an aspiring falconer. Sorry, bro. Booyah! Everyone respect my spear chucking skills. So I'm getting better. Like, if only my character wasn't like an ancient old man who was about to croak from like old age, this would actually be a really good character to play. I think everyone should be better at heavy foot. I'm just saying. Yeah, make a compelling argument, my friend. Okay, well, if we can't take this guy by... well, if it's unlikely we're going to be able to fabricate a claim here, and if we don't have the karma, then I guess the next thing to do is take a look if we can't get a claim on this particular kingdom or a duchy via claimant. Oh, of course we can't. That would be useful. Okay, who's his heir? Do they have any kids? They do not. And if I were to arrange a marriage to someone from my dynasty and made it matrilineal, they wouldn't be interested because... Drat. Okay, we don't have any factions, which is good. Well, there we have it. Wait, what? Why am I playing as a 5-year-old? My heir was my son, who was actually pretty good. Alliance, okay. Well, that was a short game. Oh, there we go, sorry. I assumed that this was who was inheriting, not here. Okay, well. Young guy, negative prestige, negative karma, that's not very good. And currently in the process of trying to kill my half-brother. Ha! Who would have thought? It's almost like my father knew this would be a thing. I have enough money that I should probably be able to get this guy on my side, and that's not quite enough plot power, but it's close. Plenty of money, so let's go and throw some at him. And then invite him into my plot. And I've suddenly got a whole bunch more plot power, I guess, from sudden, promotions. Awesome sauce. Okay. From the ambition side, I would like to... Becoming king. I'm not pagan, am I? No, I'm Hindu. Yeah, that's not likely to happen anytime soon. Building a war chest is kind of tempting. 500 gold is quite a lot, but it's not like outside the bounds of reachable. Grooming an heir is also really good and it bumps my fertility. Yeah, let's do that. Grooming an heir. I mean, I can do that until like my mid-20s. No. Let me get that war chest together. I can go with a family focus to get the fertility bump, and then switch out of that once I've hit the 5 years. From there. Marshall, you seem good with a sword. Your numbers are really good. I'm kind of tempted. I've seen it done before, especially by a Rimba, to say your marshal doesn't go out into the field, and then just pick someone without any field strength. And I think that's not a bad idea, actually, so I'm going to do that. The number of people that I'm going to recruit is lower, but this means that my commanders are going to be a lot stronger. Spymaster, I mean, I used to be the spymaster of the county, right? Nah, this guy seems like he'd be a competent gentleman. Oh, wait a second, I've got randoms to have to give jobs to, don't I? Lazy layabouts. Do I have an advisor position? I don't. I'm just going to have to deal with the fact that they're gonna hate me for a little while. I really like this guy. He's quick, his stat line is good. Outside of the severely injured and mangled, which I think was caused by a spear. I would very much like him to have kids, who will also be quick. And in my dynasty. Which means I can make a patrilineal, and he will not accept it. That sucks. He'll still be in my court, though. Okay, in that case, let's give him... let's go with you. That's fine. Eugenics, kids. Crown focus. Let's set you up. Special amount of titles. I've got a few commander slots going, but no one valid for it, so that's fine. Council hates me, and that's okay. I can extort subjects, but I'm not gonna. Let's go. I would really like this young man's stuff, given I will inherit it all if he dies, say if something tragic were to happen. I really wish that my spymaster would get off his butt and get something done. Come on, I believe in you. Yeah, you're gonna be a useful one to have in the plot. Cool, barracks are built. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's the problem with having the whole, Oh dear, it appears that something unfortunate happened to my brother and I inherited all of his stuff. Well, that's very convenient, is all I'm saying. I don't have an heir, which means if I die, that's game over, and it would suck to end my first video ever, gameplay video ever, prematurely, so I think you should really get all up on, like, making the next generation. I know your wife is chaste. I'm sure you can make a plan between the two of you. Come on, guys. It's not that hard. I understand that even birds and bees do it. Huh. I have a sister of my late father. I have a half-sister. No? Yeah, half-sister. Cool. People like me more. I'm not gonna complain. Rush's imprisonment. For what exactly? This gentleman is plotting to kill Hapal. Hapal's not me, which is, you know, a good thing, good place to start on these kinds of things. I mean, he's part of my dynasty, and I'm not crazy about, you know, people in my dynasty murdering people in my dynasty. So no, would you mind stopping that? Like, it would be great if you didn't murder people in my dynasty. Yeah. So, Delhi would be a really cool place to hold, is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. wife is pregnant, which is really convenient. Apparently being cynical makes you less religious. I don't know, I'm fairly religious and also fairly cynical, I think. That seems like a misnomer. At least to me. So the question is, should I consider building out some city holdings just to make a bit more money? Like, it'll be really useful. I don't know. We'll see how this plays out. I also don't know what the health is like in the world at the moment. Like, smallpox. But all of this is sitting in the Western world. Was the Eastern world, like, healthier? Did all of the yoga help? So I now have a daughter named Kanwa. I'm happy with that. Do you have any kids yet? Nope. You're this. I've been spending more time with my wife and Devi lately, and though of course we do not marry for love, I can tell it's growing between us. Well, that's really good, you know, loving your wife and all. I approve. She doesn't like my cynicism, and my prestige is something of a problem, but you know. She's growing on me. Probably doesn't help that I'm spending lots of family time, or it doesn't hurt that I'm spending lots of family time. And so my wife is pregnant again, just saying. See what happens? So, to get out of the prestige hole, like, I know I'm trying to save up. In fact, I guess I'll just wait a little bit, because it's not that much longer until I hit the war chest goal that I was trying to put together. And then I think I'm going to hit some of these intrigue missions, the Tiger Hunt, Diwali Festival. These generally let me trade in money for things like prestige and piety, which would probably be really useful. That's interesting. So I received a request for additional funds from my spy master. He's worried that it's too easy for spies to make their way inside my home and wants to take precautionary measures against hostile operations. This looks like it'll start something interesting from a story perspective, so yeah, let's go for it. 18 isn't that much. Time is a parson. I generally like to sit on the fourth of the five possible time period. Time compressions. Is that 4? I think it's 4. Yay! I have a son. And on that merry note, I think I'm probably going to take a break there. My voice is beginning to get a bit hoarse. I didn't realize how much, like, talking while making video games would actually make my voice hoarse. But yeah, so I think that's a convenient stopping point. Check back in a bit later, maybe.